Many travelers dream of experiencing the beauty of Tanzania, from its stunning national parks to vibrant cultural sites. Yet the costs often seem overwhelming. But with Visit Tanzania for Less, exploring this East African gem on a budget is not only possible, but incredibly rewarding. Whether you're a solo backpacker, a volunteer, or just a budget-conscious traveler, we provide valuable insights and resources to make your journey unforgettable without breaking the bank. Book your trip now with just a $300 deposit and flexible monthly payments until your travel date. For more travel inspiration and tips, follow us on Instagram or visit us at visittanzaniaforless.com. Visit Tanzania for Less, your dream adventure within reach.
Good afternoon, Muskegon. How are you doing? This is Community Focus for this June 26, 2026. I'm Gregory T. Robertson, too. Was that right?
I am Melvin C. Burns II.
Oh, as we know, we call them twins. How you doing, Muskegon? Welcome to Community Focus, the show that informs you. Break the glass, get rid of the smoke, bring you to 411 or sometime the 911 about what's happening. Yeah, what's happening in your community. What's going on with the weather, sir?
Oh man, you know what? It's been a cool June, hasn't it?
Cool.
Well, let's talk about today's weather. Today we have a high of 75, although it doesn't feel like it because of the cloudy conditions. Tomorrow it should be nice and sunny, low 58, but a high of 79. Sunday, again, expect the sun to be out, low of 60, high of 83. On Monday, we have a low of 68, high of 88, but there's a 50% chance of rain. On Tuesday, partly sunny, low 73, high 87. Wednesday, nice and sunny, low 73, high of 88. And next Thursday, even though we have a 35% chance of rain, we have a low of 75 and a high of 88. So that warm weather is finally making its way here like it should.
Yeah, that's going to be nice. Lots of stuff going on. I mean, before we get to our guests, let's get to the top five.
Okay, man, top five. You know, I had to change my list. I had a kind of it's been a rough week.
Oh, boy.
Man, Supreme Court slapped us around a bit, but I decided not to go there. Instead, I got 5 ways to decompress during the summer. Because, I love the summer around here. Number 1, have your morning coffee or Coke or whatever your morning drink outside on your porch or deck before you start your day. Number 2, be a tourist in your own town. I'm ashamed there's some nice things here in Muskegon I've never done. I've never been in the Hackley House, which we keep talking about. So become a tourist and explore Muskegon. Number 3, we all probably do this, but go out and enjoy a festival or a fair. And there's one every week here somewhere. Somewhere. Number 5, one of my favorites, I did this morning, go for a walk. Was that right? And my bonus, I'm going to throw it back to you. Go out and listen to some music.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, Greg, can you suggest any place to hear some music?
I'm going to be out in the Aqua Star tonight. So I'm excited about Fox and I'll be out there playing some music. So
a good time, I'm sure, will be had by all.
Yeah, support musicians. Hey, I want to add a couple to your. I'm going to add like a 6 and a 7.
Yes, sir.
Start educating your children on education, like voting,
yes,
getting involved. Lastly, pour into your children. We always talk about disciplining your children. Yes. What about pouring in positive reinforcement, encouragement, and encouraging your child? Yes. If they don't get some information or love from you,
Uh-huh.
they're gonna get it from somebody else.
Uh-huh.
So make sure that you are pouring in those affirmations into your children.
Yes.
So I want to add to that.
Important for sure.
And speaking of getting involved, how about our guest today?
You know, as I said, I love doing this show. We get to meet exciting people and things going on in our community. Our guest today, Elizabeth Turner, um, not new to Muskegon, but been in the community a little while now. She started a program we're going to learn about today called Safe Case. Safe Case.
Yep.
Yep. And it's around people with mental health and people getting support in those areas. Elizabeth, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you both for having me. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Glad to have you here. Well, I'd like to start with people just telling our listeners a little bit about themselves.
Okay. Well, I am originally from Muskegon. I was born here at Hackley Hospital, but at 19, I moved to California. I lived in Northern California, right outside of Sacramento, for a little over 20 years. And I moved back in 2018 to take care of my mom. And I have been here ever since, and, decided that I'll probably stick around for a while. And, being that this is home, this is, where my roots are. I noticed, some things in the community that I thought we could do better with. And I'm really passionate about, digging in and being the change that, I want to see in the community. So that's what I'm here to do. So I appreciate you guys having us on today.
We're glad to have you. And we've had other guests, talk about one of these areas of mental health in our community. So talk to us a little bit about what you observed, which led you to kind of found your organization.
It's a combination. I do mental health advocacy, but one of what Safe Case is about is kind of more along the lines of a combination. We do refer out to mental health people, mental health facilities, counselors, therapists. I personally am a strong advocate for men's mental health because I think that men are, often overlooked. They're the patriarch. They're the ones who have to tough it up and handle everything. However, Safe Case, what we work with primarily is family law with people, and this goes into fathers' rights as well. Family law, DHHS, CPS, anything with custody, to where if you are finding yourself in a situation, often, judicial systems are confusing and overwhelming, and we don't know, how to advocate for ourselves. Oftentimes we're not educated, we're not informed as much as we could be about what our rights are, what our procedures could be, what steps we can take to advocate for ourselves.
Okay.
So, Safe Case basically is a mission-driven organization designed to help individuals and families better understand and navigate complex systems such as DHHS, family law, CPS, and by providing clear guidance and education and support. So we help anywhere from referring people to other resources. Basically, there are 3 phases to Safe Case, and we're in the beginning of launching phase 1, which is the development and soft launch of the website. And what that is a one-stop resource hub for the community.
Okay.
It's all free. So anybody, no matter your income or, where anything, you're able to utilize this resource. And what it is anything pertaining to family law. You can go on the website and you can find anything that you're going to need right there, whether it's mental health counseling for families, men, women, children, specifically. It will give you, custody resources, legal aid, substance abuse recovery, any resource that pertains to that, right? And that allows you to, say, for example, you're in custody court and you get ordered to go to a parenting class, so to speak, right? Well, you got to find one that's appropriate, that's accepted. So this website will allow you to access those links to that information right there, all on one website. You don't have to scour the internet. You don't have to search and look and hope that might be what you need. It also provides a legal encyclopedia. Right now, first and foremost, Safe Case is not we do not practice law. We
Sure.
are not attorneys. We do not give legal advice. But what we do is guide people through processes, right?
Okay.
So you can come to us and tell us, okay, this is where I'm at in my custody case or my family law case. And we'll say, okay, this is, what your rights are, what the process is for you, and how it affects your case right now.
Okay.
Right? These are your rights. These are what the judicial system is able to do as well.
Sure.
Mhm.
Right? And then you can, if you need a form, you say you want to appeal something,
Okay.
or you want to file for more parenting time. All of that paperwork is
Mhm.
going to be right there. Those forms are going to be
Okay.
accessible right there
Okay.
on the website, right? So you don't have to scour the internet again for those, or if you have a hard time understanding, like me, I didn't understand the legal jargon that came with a lot of the paperwork. I'm like looking at it and I'm like, what does that even mean?
Mhm.
So we explain what those those forms mean, and what that kind of translate it into everyday language for the average person, right? So it also sets the person up with a toolbox for self-advocacy. It gives you anything from downloadable forms for, meeting slips, or getting, anything that is, if you need to have counseling verified, or parenting time, or notes just to keep track of your, how interaction between you and the other parent is going, so on and so forth. So it just basically allows individuals to advocate for themselves and their family, um, with or without an attorney,
Mhm.
right? Because even with an attorney, sometimes we need to know that we have other options,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
I found myself, practical experience. I found myself in situations where, um, I just went with what the attorney said,
Mhm.
right? Because they didn't tell me I had any other option,
Yeah.
and it just sounded like, okay, well, this is what we're going to do.
Mhm.
So I went with it.
Mhm.
And then I found myself at the end of the situation like, oh, I didn't realize I had these other options. I would have went with this if I could have, if I'd have known,
Mhm.
right? So we help people guide themselves and learn how to empower themselves and advocate for themselves.
How important is it that people understand that they have to be there? The number one advocate has to be themselves.
It's crucial. It is something that absolutely will make or break whatever situation you're in. If you do not know how to advocate for yourself, like I said, I found myself in a situation where I at the end of it, I was like, oh, I didn't know that I could, appeal this or whatever, and then I was, scrambling to pull everything together last minute. I couldn't afford an attorney,
Right.
I didn't have thousands of dollars stashed away for,
Yeah.
a family law attorney.
Sure.
And so for me, it was like, okay, what do I do? And I was scouring the internet, and I was looking for, looking up rights and, policies, and what are they allowed to do? And what am I not, what can we do here?
Sure.
And ultimately, it's detrimental to, your rights as a parent, your rights within family law. If you just go by what everybody else says, you're going to miss a lot of the things that, could be done on your behalf.
Yeah.
And ultimately the success of keeping families together, whether it's, separation, a divorce, and, we're going into two homes, and, we want equal parenting time for the child, and, to be able to keep those relationships. Because again, with, parenting time and separation of, two people, fathers often get overlooked. We want to make sure that the fathers can advocate for themselves as well, right? That they're getting parenting time, they're getting equal, opportunity with their children, as they should, right? And if you don't know how to advocate for yourself, you get lost in the system.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to ask you something. I don't want to put any words in your mouth. I
No.
deal with the system of child support and parenting and all of that. Did you find there's some, whether intentional or intentional biases or in the system toward one parent or another, where it just made it difficult to navigate that system?
Absolutely. But I do think that a lot of times it's situational. I think that definitely there are times where, judgment can be placed and passed depending on, who you're working with, really. I don't think that it's so much, the system itself. I think that it is we deal with personalities, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
And everybody has their own judgment
Sure.
and their own
Mhm.
ways of doing things. And just because I parent differently or I live differently than you do does
Mhm.
not mean my way is wrong.
Sure. Mhm.
But oftentimes we do find ourselves dealing with people who think, well, you're not doing what I think you should do, therefore
That's
it's
good.
wrong, and
Sure.
I can make this harder for you.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, that's something that happens often in the system,
Yeah.
often within the county, and we need to do better. Definitely.
How, how important is it when you're dealing with a legal system or dealing with a family and stuff like that, that you don't panic, you don't get mad, but you just start to educate yourself? Because, you know, sometimes we get mad at the other spouse, sometimes we get mad at the police, sometimes. How important is that we stop, get ourselves together, and get informed?
That's a good question, and that is vital as well.
Mhm.
I was actually just having a conversation about this the other day. I am somebody who's very passionate, right? And any parent generally is very passionate about their children, right? So
Sure. Sure.
when you see something that doesn't exactly align with what your hopes are or what you're wanting the outcome to be, or what is fair or right,
Mhm.
so to speak, it is easy to let your emotions override your
Mhm.
behavior, right? And again, personalities,
Sure.
we're acting on principles versus personalities here, right?
Mhm.
And what we should be doing. And it is extremely important to remain cool, calm, and collected in these
Mhm.
moments, because what they're looking at is, okay, if I come in as a parent, right, and I allow myself to get emotional or um, angry, and I just let my emotions overflow in the middle of court or the middle of mediation or parenting time or whatever,
Mhm.
am I going to allow myself to behave this way in front of my child?
Yes.
Am I going to
Mm,
teach my children these behaviors?
Mhm.
okay.
Right? Are they going to be a part of society eventually, when it comes
Mhm.
to that age, age appropriate? Are they going to be able to, you know, act and behave with, a cool, calm, and collected manner as well? As a parent, our children see everything we do,
Oh, yeah.
right? And whether or not they pick up on those behaviors, whether or not they're conditioned by environments,
Mhm.
they're watching us, right? And on
Mhm.
top of that, um, you know, the judicial system wants to see that we can handle things appropriately.
Okay.
They want to see that, we are capable of being mature enough to interact with the other parent, interact with these agencies, and
Mhm.
just be a part of society anyway. That
Yeah.
um, is somebody that is willing to participate in their own success,
Mhm.
right, and not be a conflict, not
Sure.
create more conflict. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. You talked about phase one, being creating the Facebook page and website. How has that been? How long has that been going, and what kind of responses have you been getting there?
I've been working on the website roughly for about 4 months. I've been at this for about 6 months.
Sure.
The Facebook page has been active for probably about 2 or 3 months now.
Okay.
And I've had a really good response,
Okay.
actually. I was shocked in the beginning. Like, I knew that we needed this, and my situations have happened over some
Sure.
years ago, and
Mhm.
I've always wanted to find a way
Mhm.
to be able to give back, to be able to, like I said, make this a better
Mhm.
experience, and set people up for success so that they didn't have to go through what I went through,
Sure.
Okay.
right? And I didn't know how I was going to do that.
Okay.
And so I had, my own experiences that led me to think, I need a me for me,
Mhm.
right? I need somebody who's going to advocate, or like, I want to provide the support to other people that shows them how to advocate for themselves the way that I had to, because nobody was there for me when
Mhm.
I needed that support, right? They
Mhm.
were there to do their part and play their role, okay, but they didn't give me all of the information at times. Not
Mhm.
everybody, don't get me wrong. Some people were super supportive, some people were
Okay.
there, went above and beyond,
Mhm.
but there were those times where I had run-ins with people who, they did the bare minimum.
Sure.
And
Mm,
if I would have known, like I said before, if I had other options, I would have been able to, have a choice, and
Mhm.
ultimately that comes down to, those are your rights, are having those
Yeah.
choices. And when I started to announce that I was working on Safe Case and bringing it to fruition, I started to run it by professionals to begin with, mental health counselors, CPS workers, the attorneys. And my response was actually exceptionally higher than I thought it would be. And I'm grateful for that. Because I'm just a regular person. I'm a part of this community. I've had my own ups and downs, and I know from experience that, we need more, we need to do better.
Sure.
And now that I've been working with people, within the county, and I've even got some attention, outside of Michigan.
Okay.
And the goal is to start here, start local, and then expand. And hopefully one day we will be able to expand nationwide, because this isn't something that just affects Michigan, right?
Right.
This is, nationwide. This is worldwide, truthfully.
Yeah.
But family law and keeping kids and parents relationships intact, keeping families together and having that be successful, it happens everywhere. Thousands of kids, a year in Michigan are separated from their parents, whether it's the mother getting custody and the father, kind of falling by the wayside, or kids being removed from homes, and it's really unfortunate. The good thing about Safe Case is that, nobody is going to utilize Safe Case as a resource unless they really want it.
Okay.
Right. So
Yes.
that's going to weed out the people that, maybe aren't so gung ho on advocating for themselves or getting where they need to be. Maybe there are other resources and opportunities that they might need to take first. And we can also help with that. So
You talked about two other, the first phase 1 versus three phases. What are the next phases you envision?
So the phase 1 is what I already mentioned. Phase 2 is where we opt for we give the client a option for real life human advocacy. So phase 1 gives them that website. It gives them all the resources. They can access everything. It gives them the toolbox. And then it also has AI support, chat support, where, if they need help, questions, whatever, you can get on, you can talk with AI, and it will help you along your path, right? Phase 2 is implementing human advocacy, to where, a case advocate from Safe Case can go in, sit with you in mediations, sit with you in court hearings, sit with you in family team meetings, take progress notes, and kind of, be a second set of eyes and ears for the client, that, if you don't think of something, maybe we're, in the back sitting here thinking, okay, maybe we should ask these questions, or maybe we can find referrals to these resources, and kind of assist in that way.
Okay.
And then phase 3 is allowing the agencies that we work with to not only develop a relationship with us, but it deems us a 3-way portal, right? So Safe Case will have the client end, where they can log on, utilize the services with or without human advocacy. And then Safe Case has its with consent, and with the client coming to us and saying, we want real help from a real human. It allows us to access their case information, follow along with what they're doing, and then help guide them with that information. But it also allows the agencies, like if they so choose, which will be offered when phase 3 develops or launches, is the opportunity for them to log in, like DHHS, anybody from family law, attorneys, legal aid, CPS, parole, probation, substance abuse recovery programs. It allows them an access point to be able to get in and be able to have kind of an ecosystem in there, to where we can all kind of work together and set the client up for success. So, yeah.
If people want to find the Facebook page and website, where do they go to?
The email is safecase.fairjustice@gmail.com. And then we're on Facebook as Safe Case Fair Justice Hub. And then our phone number is 231-220-1376.
Get that information again.
Safecase.fairjusticehub safecase.fairjustice@gmail.com. And then Facebook page is Safe Case Fair Justice Hub. And then the phone number is 231-220-1376.
One last question. What makes you so passionate about this?
Well, like I said earlier, I'm just a regular person, and I have had my own ups and downs. I found myself in situations with family law, with being interstate with California, and being from Michigan. I had different experiences where like one parent was out of state, one parent was in state. I found myself, dealing with DHHS at one point for, reasons that were complete nonsense, and I had to fight for my own self in those situations. And I was able to actually achieve success.
Sure.
The system is sometimes broken, but also at the same time, I feel like it is created for who it's intended to serve. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, like, if you can afford this, to take care of it on your own and provide yourself the resources that you need, that's wonderful. But we all can't. And I couldn't at the time. I had to do everything on my own, and it was difficult. It was difficult to navigate. It was difficult to understand. And I didn't have a lot of people jumping up to give me the information that I needed, and so that's what I kind of want to help other people with, is to be able to, provide them the things that I didn't have while going through my own experiences.
Wow. Elizabeth, we want to thank you.
Thank you
for coming on the show. Would you please keep us updated as you advance?
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to.
This is a service that is well needed. I mean, for some of us that have had to deal with the law and deal with something for the first time, it can be very overwhelming.
Very much so.
It is, definitely.
All right. We are at the bottom of the hour. We're going to take a break. You're watching Community Focus. We're going to show some love to our sponsors. We'll see
Many
you.
travelers dream of experiencing the beauty of Tanzania, from its stunning national parks to vibrant cultural sites. Yet the costs often seem overwhelming. But with Visit Tanzania for Less, exploring this East African gem on a budget is not only possible, but incredibly rewarding. Whether you're a solo backpacker, a volunteer, or just a budget-conscious traveler, we provide valuable insights and resources to make your journey unforgettable without breaking the bank. Book your trip now with just a $300 deposit and flexible monthly payments until your travel date. For more travel inspiration and tips, follow us on Instagram or visit us at visittanzaniaforless.com. Visit Tanzania for Less, your dream adventure within reach.
When smoking gives you COPD, you learn to lie a little bit. You make up excuses like, I have to get my keys. You guys go on. Anything so you can walk at your own pace. I used to do that all the time. Those lies don't work anymore. My tip is, the worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. Like smoking isn't that dangerous.
You can quit. For free help, visit cdc.gov/tips.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
As an Olympic athlete, I prepare for everything. So when I became pregnant, I thought I was ready. But at 32 weeks, I was diagnosed with severe preeclampsia and had an emergency C-section. Looking back, had I known the warning signs, I would have talked to my doctor sooner. Too many women die of pregnancy-related complications, and most are preventable. If you or someone you know is pregnant or recently had a baby, learn the warning signs. It could help save her life. Hear her.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
I've always loved space and football. Growing up, some people told me I had to choose. But here's the deal. You can be great at more than one thing. And getting involved in STEM opens up your world to a universe of opportunities in life. This is my time. Get inspired and get involved today. There are STEM programs and science centers available in your community, so be sure to check out spaceforall.us to learn more and get started. This is my time. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Find your place in space. This is my time. Space for All.
And welcome back to Community Focus. And before we introduce this person, you know, there are people that sit back and they walk the walk or they talk the talk, but they don't do both. We have somebody in the studio that has given out meals to thousands of people on Thanksgiving. She has helped she has done so much for the community.
Yeah.
I am so honored to have her in the studio because we want to give her flowers right now.
Yes.
That we thank you so much for it. We do. Would you introduce our guest?
Yeah, I must do it. You know, when you grow up in a place like Muskegon, you always hope you become the kind of people you grow up around. And if you don't know our guest, Corine Rose, she's one of those people. She's a throwback to the old school where we just care about our community. I know she like, y'all stop it, but we love her dearly. This is Corine Rose. If you've been in Muskegon a little while, she's Corine's 90 West Broadway, Muskegon Heights. And she's always got something going on. Corine, welcome to the program.
Well, hi, guys.
How you doing?
Good.
Good. Let's start off. Tell people about Corine's Soul Food Cakes and Catering business.
Well, Corine's Soul Food, we give you those memories that mom and grandmama gave you when you were growing up. A lot of people leave saying, "Oh, it just made me think about my grandmother." So that's what it's all about, because that's who taught me. So you get to have your homemade, not no store-bought, but homemade food, food and desserts. So that's what we do.
Yeah. How long you been in business now?
Oh,
well, I know before you had the restaurant, you were catering.
Yeah,
How
from
long have you
home.
been?
If we've been in business 7 years, but if I go back, it will go back to 2001.
Okay.
So it would be a good 26 years. But then if I really want to be realistic, I'm working with my grandmother and all since 11 years old. Got a lot of knowledge in there.
You don't have to say the number, but
so when you started 7 years ago, did you think it would be like it is now when you look back?
No.
You had no idea. Huh?
Open up the mall just to see if people wanted it. And they wanted it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you learn all your kinks and what to do and what not to do. So now where we at with it all. But I'm still learning. I'm still learning though.
Do you know, one of the things I always do is, you come out there and you watch your customers eat your food. Do you still enjoy that?
I do. And I love talking to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love
I'll be like, get right there, cook. What you doing talking to me?
I try to stay in the back and hide, but it's hard because you want to be up there to greet everybody. And, it feels good when they see that I'm there. So I try to make sure I let them.
You know what tickled me one day is I was in there and I ordered, and she was in the back. She said, "Is that Mr. Burns out there?" And I was like, she said, "I know my customers." And it tickled me. I said, that's what you were.
Yeah.
But you got something going on in the community this weekend. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yep. We're doing our annual, it will be our second. We couldn't do it last year because the street was getting redone. Yeah. So we're doing our second annual community event, which we call it like a block party.
Okay.
Because we want to show love to the community, because if it wasn't for the community, we wouldn't be here.
Okay.
And I feel like you can't, like you say, you can't just talk it or walk it. You got to show it.
Yeah.
There you go.
And that's how I was raised. You got to show the love. So I show the love to my customers because I appreciate them, because it wouldn't be without them. So we're going to have a big community event, and it is from 11 to 4 tomorrow. That is for people of all ages, kids, on up. We don't care. We're doing free food for the whole 5 hours. We have 2 barbers and 2 hair braiders that will be there from 11 to 1.
Okay.
So you can bring the young men and the young girls so they can get their hair done. And they just request that heads are washed and detangled.
Okay.
Then we have a band coming in. Timeless Clock, one of our locals.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So they're going to be there starting at 12 with the music, with the band. Then we have our own Derek Oaks coming in with saxophone at 2 o'clock. And we have DJ Young from the whole 11 to 4.
All right.
So we got that for all ages. I got my little cheat notes.
That's all right.
Then I have to give out some shout outs because I couldn't do this. I decided at the last minute, I was like, can we pull this off this year? God blessed us where we could.
Amen.
And I'm grateful to give a shout out to a few big sponsors because outside of the street being done, and people don't realize we are getting help from our representatives.
Okay.
And that is who's helping us with Broadway. And they found out about all the things I do for the community that they came and visited me and they said, we want to help you.
Okay.
Good.
So Representative Haley Stevens, she's going out for Congress. She's a big sponsor.
Okay.
Our own Congresswoman Hillary Skolton, she's a big sponsor with us.
All right.
Webb Chemical and Parmenter Law.
Okay.
And Kingdom Embassy Church. So those are my major sponsors.
Awesome.
And then I started from home. I was home based. I didn't just get this knowledge. I didn't go to school for this, how to cook or nothing. I was self-taught. So I feel like it's very important that we support our home vendors.
Yes.
So what I did, I didn't want anybody else.
Okay.
I only wanted home vendors because that's how I started.
Sure.
And I feel like it takes us as a community to help them start and to get their businesses going. So we're going to all come out and support our local vendors from home. And I mean, you get the best stuff from home, from everybody.
Come on.
Okay.
I mean, we got glasses, you got body oil, we got lemonade, we got candles. We got all kinds of stuff coming out there that we can support these home vendors with. So they're all considered sponsors too. Oh, and I didn't want to forget, I got Gordon's and Core. I didn't want to forget them.
All right.
Them 2 major sponsors. So they helped me also. So it took some of the help off of my pockets.
Yeah.
And even though I still got to come out to do what I love to do, they helped to make this happen. And Lakeshore Rentals, I appreciate them for this huge 30 by 50 tent. J&L Canopy, making sure that everybody can sit down and be comfortable and sit at a table and chairs to be able to enjoy themselves at this event. Now, we do have a huge kids zone.
Okay.
Huge kids zone. So these kids can be kids.
Nice.
We got Home Depot, another big sponsor. They brought me like 150 builder kits for these kids.
Awesome.
So we will be handing kids builder kits in a Home Depot bag, from them. We got the big car show. Oh my gosh, I'm excited about this.
Okay.
So thank God for Deshaun Oliver and Primetime Zay. They are making this car show magnificent and big. Dexter Brown, he's bringing in the RC cars.
Okay.
I guess it's going to be like a car show and a race for him.
Okay.
I guess it's a big world. I'm telling you, it's going to make me want to go get a race car. It's a big world. It's a big world. I'm going to go see about these cars. I want me one. And then Robert Foster, he started this new travel basketball thing. So I don't quite know the name of it, but it will be out there also for kids and adults to enjoy. And I'm probably forgetting some stuff, but it's going to be a day for everybody. And then we're going to take a break from 4 to 6.
Okay.
And we're going to come back at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We're going to have our own Ebony Davis, Gemini the Poet.
Okay.
She's going to do a whole 2 hours of poetry.
Okay.
So Ebony and Friends going to have poetry going on.
Okay.
And then we'll have where the grown folks can enjoy themselves from 8 to 11 with R&B situations.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have a full day of free things for everybody.
Awesome.
And it's just to let them know that we love them, we appreciate them, and we just want people to enjoy themselves. And it's good to see the community come together. So, because, I mean, you hear so much bad in the world, but it's so good when you can have something so positive and grateful, to come and happen.
I want to talk to you a little bit. being a self-taught chef and you being that same. Talk to that person out there that has they need to be inspired because they have a thought, but they need to take that next step because they want to maybe go into cooking or they may want to go into a business. Talk to them.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared, and don't share your dream with everybody either.
Ooh.
Don't share your dream with everybody. You keep it inside till you're ready to go out there and start it. But go out because we travel. Me and my daughter travel. I wanted to see in different states what it was to offer in soul food before I wanted to come out, even though I was taught. I wanted to see what was out there. Go out there and whatever it is you want to do, whether it's cook, whether you want to do a computer business, whatever. Go out, compare, see what they're doing, ask the questions, but don't be scared.
Okay.
But keep it to yourself, do your research, and go ahead and do it. Go out on that limb. I was scared to open up a business. I was. I was terrified. I was like, man, these people ain't going to like my food. They ain't going to like me. But you know what? You can't worry about what somebody wants, what they like or don't like. You just do what your dream, what's in your heart. Do it.
You know, and we get a lot of people starting businesses, young people. Talk about, you had the cooking down. Talk about what business things you've had to learn along the way.
Oh, I made a lot of mistakes, y'all. Everybody who want to invest, don't do it.
All money ain't good money?
All money is not good money.
All money ain't good money. Make sure you got an attorney.
Okay.
That's one important part of business. Make sure you cover it on the law part.
Okay.
Somebody get a business attorneys that can help you so that you can ask the right questions, that can back you and make sure you ain't making no mistakes. The one thing that I had to learn, look, I ain't know I was going to, when I got into business, I went to school, but you know what? School don't teach you what you're doing. It doesn't. You really learn on your own. I mean, you got to remember, you got to pay sales taxes. Let me tell y'all. I learned that one when I got into it. I didn't see that one before I got in. I said, Lord, I got to pay the government. I mean, it's so much to the business world. You got to remember, you got overhead. You got to pay employees. So you got to think about all of this on the business part. It's like so much. And I've tried to go from assistant to assistant to assistant. I hadn't found the right one. I got one that can keep my restaurant going when I'm gone now. Okay. Or when so I can handle the business part while she focus on my restaurant.
Okay.
So I mean, you got it's so many aspects to the business world. When you want to open a business, don't just say I want to open it. There's a lot more to it than just saying I'm going to cook. I'm going to build this computer. I'm going to sell this computer.
No, you better have that LLC done. Yes. You got the LLC reviews. You got the health department. You got
to pay for that name.
You have to pay for the name.
Everything.
Now, ignorance is just not knowing. But one of the things I know from following you is things you didn't know, you haven't remained blind. You attend a lot of workshops and planning sessions. Talk about it, it's time out your day, and I'd rather be trying to make money, but talk about how important those things are.
It's very important. In Grand Valley Hub, let me tell you, I wish I would have knew about them, maybe 4 years ago or so, but I didn't know. That's a good resource. They help you. If you don't know, I always tell people, call Cindy Langlois. I do. I be like, you want to open a business? I want to connect you with her. She's going to help you so you can get that business started. It's a whole team there. Yeah. Even things that I didn't know, I still go to them. I'll sit down with them at a round table. Like, what can I do to change? What can I do? How do I fix this? Just because I've been in business 7 years don't make me know it. Sure. So, I mean, you got to have somebody. I mean, even SCORE. Downtown Muskegon, SCORE. Yes. Go to your local chamber of commerce. They get you all the resources. I mean, all of that together, it really helped me get on my feet. But again, I'm still learning.
Do you think sometimes our people think those resources aren't for us, but that's those people down there?
I think some people do, but you can't be scared. You gotta don't think the stuff ain't for us brown skin. I'm sorry, it's for everybody. Yeah, go out there because I think the chamber has for like our business association in Heights, they have something different for us, and they have people like Kathy Brubaker that work with us. Yes, all of that, and then you got certain different areas out here, but it's for everybody. The chamber is for everybody.
Yeah.
SCORE, those are people that used to own businesses that can really help you. We can't act like they don't know what they're talking about because we may not like what they're gonna tell us, but they telling us what they know.
Exactly.
Yes.
And if you don't listen to them, you're gonna struggle. I listen. I take in everything that every business owner tell me.
Yeah, I worked with the chamber, and the SCORE is no joke.
It's no joke, and they honest with you, whether you feel it's brutal or what, but it's real talk. Because business can make you or break you.
Yeah.
So it's up to you which way you want to go. Taking everything. I mentor quite a few upcoming business owners. Thank God they believe in me, but I don't know why. But thank you anyway, because I mean, I don't think I know everything, but I can share with you the knowledge that I have, and help direct you. It's some more people. I mean, there's so many spaces on Broadway. I want to see them full.
Nice.
I want to see them full. I'm mentoring a guy right now. We meet once a month. He call me any time of the day. But you got a popcorn place in the Heights that's empty. You went to popcorn. Let's fill that place up with your business.
Okay.
It's the perfect size. Come on, let's do this. Let's talk to the owner. Let's get that building for you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of things we can do to bring the Heights back.
So all those spaces, you don't see it as competition you don't want to deal with.
Nope, I don't see none of it as competition. And I'm gonna tell y'all something funny. I'm for everybody. I support everybody.
Yeah.
I keep whatever I feel on the inside. I say nothing. Now I may talk to the owner and I might say, like, this is what I heard, but let's fix it this way.
Okay.
Somebody just did it. So I went to one of our new upcoming restaurants. But what people don't know is we pretty much look out for each other. We all back each other.
Yes.
But it's not for everybody to know that.
Right.
So a lady walked up because I happened to be there. She said, "Are you mad?" I said, "Mad about what?" "Are you mad I'm here?" I said, "No." I said, "You can eat where you want to eat. I'm going to see you soon. I don't care. Eat where you want to eat." I'm like, because she didn't realize that I was there, but she didn't know what I was there for.
You started writing your customers' names down.
Right.
Taking names.
So
You do it at the other restaurant.
I mean, we all support one another.
Yes.
Those businesses and their employees eat with me. I eat with them. They might buy something from me that's helping their business. I might buy something from them that's helping their business.
Yeah.
I don't believe in competition because competition can ruin you. It can ruin you. It's better for you to, what's the word? To work together than be separate and think that you can do better than them or make more money than them or yours tastes better than theirs. That ain't who I am.
Right.
If you like that, then I love it. If I love it and I like it, then that's me. But we should not be going against each other. I just don't believe in that.
Now, I want to talk to you about the spirit of excellence that you bring. Now, when I opened up my catering business, the health department said, "Greg, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do so much." It's like, no, I'm going to go above and beyond. That's what you do. How important is that? That not doing the minimum.
I think we got to do the most. I mean, the health department can be scary to some people, but actually they're your best friend.
Best friend.
And people don't realize, don't be scared of them. Don't be scared of them. You get so much knowledge. I mean, I thought I could just put chicken in the cooler on ice. I did. No, you can't. Health department, they help you with the smallest things. They ain't going to find you. They're just going to tell you the right way to do it. So, no, you got to have a drain open up to keep blood, to keep the blood and all from coming out. You can't just let it sit in there. So when I first started, I didn't know that. I thought just put it in the cooler with some ice. I mean, they tell you those small things are big things. So I want to know it all. I don't want to know a little bit. So I want to be up here, not down here. I don't want to be mediocre. I want to be up there. So when I do it, I want to do it right.
That's good.
People watch you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They watch you. So it's best to do it big and not little. So the health department know how he is, and I love my zero scores. I get good scores every time.
In case where zeros are good.
Yeah. So even though they say you ain't got to do that, I'm gonna still do it. I'm gonna do it and then they see it and they be like, they have so much respect for you.
Right. That's good.
And you know that feeling.
I love that feeling.
Corinne, you've had some other things going on this past year. Was it Wednesdays you had the senior citizens?
Oh, we got. You know what? That's every day.
Is it every day?
It's every day.
Okay.
We partnership with AgeWell.
Yes.
And I'm grateful. I didn't think I could do that. When they came to me, I was like, but my food is seasoned. She said, it's fine. So I think I'm the only restaurant out there that's partnership with Age Well. So you have to be 60 and up. And you can eat, we're open Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay.
They can eat Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay.
$5 a meal. $5
Now,
a
do you
meal.
have to sign up in advance for that? Because I
Yep,
saw it.
you
Because I
can,
need to get signed up.
you
I
can
should
sign
say,
up.
I'm coming today.
60 and up. 60 and up.
60 and
And
up.
you can register with Age Well. You can register right at our register.
Oh, okay.
It's real easy. You just fill out an application. And if you want to load, say for example, you want to pay ahead for 4 meals. So you just pay us $20. We have you fill a loader sheet. And I turn all that in and you can start eating. You get a card from us and we scan it.
Okay.
Now, if you don't have your card, well, you can have your card or say you forget it. We still have you in the system.
Okay.
But you can, if you want to pay as you go, because we have a few people who pay as they go. You just come in, bring $5. You don't have to fill out the loader sheet. We sign your name, put your meal in, you eat.
So you get a meal for $5. What do you get for the $5?
You can get the 3 wings. I'm gonna tell you, you can get 3 wings.
Look, this ain't interview. This personal.
This is personal because I'm hungry.
But I'm trying to get my meals.
Now we try to be special to our seniors because on Sundays it's usually the only day you can get meatloaf.
Okay.
Seniors can get it every day.
Okay.
So you can get 3 wings, meatloaf, smothered chicken. You can get pork chops. We got a whole lot of sides on there.
Yeah.
So you have to pick like your vegetable, like green vegetable. Then you can pick potatoes or yam. They let my sweet potatoes be on the list. I said,
all right,
I said, okay. I told the lady, I said, you know, it's a lot of sugar and love. She said, it's sweet potatoes. I said, okay.
All right.
So, and it come with a roll, and the state just required that I offer milk and fruit.
Okay.
So, and that's your meal.
So let me get this straight. I can go in, fill out a form, and I can eat that day or I have to wait.
You can eat that day.
Guess what we're going after the show?
And it's only $5 every time you eat.
All right.
You only fill that application out one time.
All right.
And you go into the I believe into Age Well system. I believe we have way over 150 people signed up already.
Awesome.
It might be, I mean, it's way above 150.
That's
people signed up.
fantastic.
Right.
Yeah, because Age Well said the numbers have went up because of us.
Stomach
So.
rumble. I'll probably
And Age Well will be there tomorrow also. I forgot about Age Well. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But Age Well, I'm sorry. But they're going to be there tomorrow. So people can sign up with them from 11 to 1. But even afterwards, they can still sign up if they want to. So it's something special for the seniors. And I do have to get my menu approved through the state. So every time I add something on, I have to get it approved. So we're getting ready to, I think, do like spaghetti days soon. And Thanksgiving time, we're going to add the turkey and dressing and all on there. So
okay. Now, it's again, I'm just, folks, this is me asking. First of the month, Sunday brunch.
Oh, yeah. First Sunday of every month brunch. We're not doing it July.
Oh, man.
Because we're going on vacation. We're going to do something I've never done.
Okay.
We're going to close the restaurant July 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Okay.
We're already closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. So me and my staff and their families all going to Gatlinburg. I got us a cabin.
All right.
And we're going on vacation. And so we can get some rest and come back recharge. I have never done it.
All right.
And I realized I had found a few business owners in Grand Rapids that done it. I said, oh, that makes some sense.
Mm-hmm.
Small business, you take a small vacation. I said, okay, we can do this.
Yes.
All right.
I've never done it. It's the 4th of July, but sometimes you have to say.
You know what? They have to put their own grills out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to take vacation. But the first Sunday of every month, we do a full spread.
Oh,
I mean, so much food we put out there. Even food we don't carry in the restaurant every day. You have the
Lord.
turkey knuckles. You have Alicia come in and clean up turkey knuckles and cook them turkey knuckles. They be good too. And then my daughter does the red beans and rice. I mean, we add some of everything out there.
Listen, my only regret is I just don't put it away like I used to. But let me tell you, that Sunday brunch.
And it's only $20. I will never go higher.
Oh my God.
I've had people say this is $35 or $40. I will never change it. It's for the community.
But you gotta cover your costs.
It does. Because my restaurant itself is still open too. So you don't just have to order the brunch.
Okay.
Cause let me tell you.
That's one of my biggest days of the month. Trust me.
Let me tell you. That brunch ain't no joke. You know, we got the whole family over there.
I think the most we've had in a day in our small building, 84 people are getting the brunch in one day.
Wow.
Yeah, Lord.
Yeah. And it pretty much pays for itself. I'll tell you, we don't go in the stores and buy all our main stuff. We actually shop local. We support the farmers market.
Okay.
So most of our food comes from farmers market.
That's awesome.
Our yams, cabbage, greens,
Uh-huh.
all of it, the vegetables, everything.
I'm so hungry.
Farmers
I
market.
know. I'm sitting my stomach grumble.
I'm
So
so
unprofessional.
hungry.
So you got to support locals, so you can, you can do what you got to do.
Yeah.
So listen, the show's almost over. Talk about again. Let's talk about the show. What's happening tomorrow? But tell people how they can come in or get in contact with your business.
Okay, we are at 90 West Broadway Avenue, and our phone number is 231-760-6809. And we are open every day except Monday and Tuesday. We're open from 11 to 8, and on Sundays, 12 to 6. Now, tomorrow, the event is running pretty much 11 to 11, but the main portion is 11 to 4. So the street will be closed.
Okay.
So there's plenty of parking. You can park behind the libraries. You can park on any of the other side streets or wherever is easier for you and walk right on over.
All right.
So come and have a meal on us. Come enjoy yourself, everything, and just let us show you some appreciation.
Corine, what drives you?
You know what? No, I'll just be moving. Everybody keeps saying, when do you get sleep? I get some sleep.
Because the restaurant hours are what? Because I looked over there. I came back by my office last week and it was like 8 o'clock and I saw lights on at the restaurant. I'm like, what's going on over there? And I saw cars there. And I'm like,
which day was that?
It was one day last week.
And you know what? And then I'm glad you said that. I also want people to know that you can come and do your events. We just did a Black Vote Matters event. I didn't do it. Someone came in and had their whole event. It was like 50 people there. They had DJ podium. We just supplied the food. They just paid us to cater. But you can have your events right there at 90 West Broadway Avenue. We just want everybody. I don't charge to use my building. Just come in and you can have your events right there. And they did it from like 7 to 9 in the evening.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then we do breakfast. I think we have class breakfast and all of that. Yeah, class of 70s, 71. They do their breakfast at our restaurant. Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
There you go. Let me last thing. Thanksgiving.
Oh, yes, that's the big one. In 2 hours this last Thanksgiving, we did 957 meals. Woo! I don't know how we do it either. We delivered 423 to homes. I can't remember. The rest of it was drive-through. People come through drive-through, and you can come and dine in them 2 hours. But we did 957. My goal is always 1,000. We were short, but don't worry. We're going to kick that this year. We're going to feed 1,000 people out here.
Okay.
Wow. I am so happy that we've had a chance to talk to you, because the thing is, again, we want to give you flowers right now.
Yes.
And we want to thank you for everything that you do, because you give and give and give, and you don't ask for anything back.
Nope. And we got to teach our kids. That's what they need to see, because that's how we was raised. And grandma always took us to church, and then you had to do. She was giving back, making meals at home, making church meals, everything.
Yeah.
So, you take in what you taught, and then it's up to us to teach what we was taught, so that people, the next one's upbringing can do it. Because I be on my granddaughter. I be like, no, we finna do this. Even the people that work for me, their kids. I be like, nope, y'all coming out here and do this too.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a true
gift to our community.
A gift to our community. Yeah. Well, that's it. It's 3:00. It's the inner community focus. Please come back. Matter of fact, we might see you at the restaurant in about 10 minutes. All right. This has been community focus for this words of advice. And we always talk about, you never know who you sow in that seed to. Grab somebody you sow in that seed to. But as you've heard, grab someone and teach them a skill.
Yes.
Grab them and teach them how to cook, because that might be the next person that goes out and starts a business or becomes a chef. You never know. you could be the answer to not only the community, but that person's life. This is community focus. We take care. God bless. Go to church.
All right.
See you later.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.